Okay, let's jump on in and take a look at MarmoCam. So one thing that I ran into when I was working on this project is I wanted to render it at different resolutions. And we have to come over here into the render object here. And then let's say that I just want this at 1920 by 1080. But now I want to reframe this because obviously the framing here is not going to work for every resolution. I wanted a way to quickly iterate through different resolutions and then have different camera angles for each resolution. MarmoCam, you can have different presets. Now, these are presets that I created. These are user defined. You can go in and change them to display any name you want, and then you can choose any resolution you want as well. We can apply it to the image and video. You can apply it to just the image settings only, or just the video settings down here. That's totally up to you. I don't do a lot of video output here in Marmoset, so I tend to just leave it on image and video because I don't care if the video settings change as well. Now, as we come through here, and let me actually select the camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and just apply, let's go ahead and just apply this first preset. We'll say okay, and we can see that our resolution here changed. And then if I come over here to, let's do a 2K one and apply it. And right now we're just adjusting the one camera. Like I said, I wanted a way to have a different camera for each setting. So all we have to do is click on create camera. Now the trick here is you want to make sure that you have a camera selected over here in the scene because it's going to duplicate the camera, and then we're just going to change the resolution of the project. So let me go ahead and change this back to my 4x3 camera 1, and we're going to say apply. And so now we have a new camera. It has the same name as the preset. And like I said, if you give your preset a different name, whatever you name it is going to be the name of the camera over here. And this works out really well because we also have set active here. And so it becomes the active camera for our project. I can come in here and make a modification. And let's say, well, now I want another camera and I want to be able to change this up a little bit. So I'm going to select the 2K and I'm going to say apply. And I'm going to just make a change here. This probably isn't a change that I like, but you get the idea. So now we have 2 additional cameras and we can iterate through these really quickly. And let's say now I'm going to do a square camera. And let's go ahead and apply. And maybe we'll just go, I don't know, something like that. It's not great, but you get the idea, okay, how we can have multiple cameras here. Now, one thing right here where it says unique, when unique is selected, it will not let me create a camera. I can't have duplicate cameras with the same name. So if I go ahead and click apply here, it's not going to create a new camera because it won't let me duplicate the name. I would have to go down to camera 2. And that's why for my preset list, I have multiple cameras because I don't really want duplicate camera names. Now, if I turn this off and go back to square cam 1 and say apply, we can go ahead and duplicate that camera. Okay, so that's what unique is for. Set active obviously sets the active camera up here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this duplicate one. And we can obviously select different cameras up here, but we can also select them, use this as a selector. So instead of showing all the presets here, we can also select scene. And this is only going to show cameras that match the presets that are actually in our scene over here. So we have 3 cameras created from the presets. And so we only have 3 cameras in the list here. And so if I go ahead and select it and click apply, we're going to just go ahead and be able to select the camera that already exists really quickly here. So even if you're not choosing different resolutions for different camera angles and things, even if you just want all your cameras and resolutions to be the same, this is a great way to be able to jump between them. I find that it's pretty fast. I feel like it's a little bit faster than here for me. Not a ton faster, but I guess where this tool really shines is definitely when you have multiple resolutions. Let me go back to presets. Just be aware that if you select like image only here, it does create, you can kind of duplicate your presets, because here, let's do a square and we'll do camera 1. And I'm going to go ahead and click apply. Now we get this underscore image because it's on image only. So really, this tool is considering these as 2 separate presets. So now if I click on scene, and if I click on square cam 1 and I'm on, well, let me put it on image and video and click apply, it's going to select that first camera because this camera correlates with image and video. If I put this on image only and click on apply, it's going to select the one that just is for image only. Okay, so that's how MarmoCam works. And I found that it's been really quick, like I said, to export multiple camera angles at multiple resolutions. And I'm actually using it a lot, even if all my images are at the same resolution. It's really nice because once you have a camera set up, so I set up my main camera, and then we're just duplicating it and duplicating all the settings and being able to carry them over from one camera to another. But since it's selected, I can come in here and obviously change the settings for that specific camera. And it just helps ensures that I'm not accidentally making changes globally. I'm just changing individual cameras, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and jump into the plugin and take a look at how you will change the presets to customize it for your own workflow. So here I've opened up the MarmoCam Python file, and you can open this with any text editor, and you can see right here that these are our resolutions and our names. So this first part in the quote, this is where you would rename the preset, whatever you want to show up in Marmoset. And then over here is where you put the resolution for that preset. Okay, so pretty simple. If you want, you could just come in here and you could just delete them. Okay, and there I only have one. You can just go in and rename them if you want. You can obviously add more lines. We could just copy and just hit enter here and paste that in there. And let's say that I want it to be 04. So it's pretty flexible. If you're not really in favor of having multiple cameras for multiple presets, then you can dial this in for your own workflow. Okay. Hopefully this is a helpful tool for you and lets you create multiple cameras at different resolutions much quicker. Thanks for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions.